All right, I am Jacquelyn Roy, Superstar Director from Oklahoma. And we have Kelsey Smith on and Shonda Clayton on and Karma maybe on too. All four of us SSDs put this on every Monday. It's our Mindset Monday. It's just to get your mind right for the rest of the week, for the rest of the month. And we know Mondays can kind of be a drag. So we hope that we make your Monday evenings a little bit better with a little 30-minute training every Monday. So make sure you pass this on to your teams. We do a training every Monday, except for typically it's the last Monday of the month because that's when I do my leadership. But last month I got confused and scheduled my leadership the third Monday instead of the fourth. Anyways, long story short, typically we do the first 3 Mondays. You'll get to hang out with us, bring your favorite beverage or just bring yourself, but it's 30 minutes of training. And this week I'm really excited. I am going to talk about basket parties and I'm going to show you my new revamped little basket party. So I got this cute basket on Amazon and I will post the link here in just a little bit. Cute, cute, cute. Okay. So I'm going to show you, before I show you what's in it, I want to tell you how I'm getting basket parties right now. So I just for fun, because, well, not just for fun, because it's my business, but today I actually start texting people and to get basket parties. So I'm going to share with you a few things of what I said. Um, so for me, a great excuse to get some basket parties during transition months is reaching out to people who I've sent catalogs to. So one of my friends, Janice, I sent her a catalog. So I texted her and said, "Hey, Janice, just checking in if you got your catalogs and samples." And she wrote back and said, "Yes, I love it. I'm so excited about the new catalog." And I said, "Would you like to smell the new testers?" So she is a school teacher at a school, not in my town, but just a town over. And she said, "Oh, I would love that." So I'm going to bring her my employee. This is my employee. Her name is Darla. I'm just kidding. I made that up, but this is one of my employees. I'm going to bring Darla to go meet her tomorrow. And she's a teacher. So I'm going to bring this to her and then I'm going to challenge her to introduce it, share it with her teacher friends, and turn it into a basket party. Another lady I texted, she works at a bank, and I just said, same thing. I hope you got your catalog. Um, and she said, yes. I said, well, I don't know if you've had a chance to look at the new scents, but they're incredible. Would you like to smell them? And she said, yes. And I said, awesome. Why don't I bring it to the bank and you can see if any of the other ladies want to order? And so she's getting Ruth, which it's my other tester. And I'm going to go bring Ruth, my employee, to her. And a lot of the ladies up there and men, they order, every couple months. So I know I'm going to get a basket party worth there. And then I texted a girl that used to be my son's nurse at the pediatrician's office. And I just said, "Hey, Sheila, our new testers came out. Would you like me to drop them off so you can smell them?" And she said, "Oh my gosh, yes." And so I'm going to bring my other set to her. I've got to think of a guy name because it's like black and looks more manly. So we're going to bring Earl or something. We'll bring Earl to her, Earl, the employee. And so I have 3 basket parties. I literally send out 3 texts and I got 3 basket parties. And I just led with, "Would you like to smell the new scents?" Once I get them hooked, that's when I either A, ask them if they would like to share this with people at work and make it a basket party, or Janice, the first one that I messaged, she's someone that, like, I feel like if I put it underneath her, then she will share it. And she's just different, but she's awesome. But I think that she's one that if I bring her the tester, she'll start smelling and then she'll gladly take it with her to work. So but that's just one way. It's an easy way to get a basket party. Don't start out with, "Hey, Kelsey, would you like to host a party?" Or, "Hey, Kelsey, would you like to do a basket party?" Because that's a commitment, party commitment. But if you say, "Hey, would you like to smell the scents?" And they say, "Sure," and say, "Okay, well, I'm going to bring you a little basket with all the goodies, and maybe you can share it with the people that you work with. And if you get any orders, I'll give you credit." So those are just some ideas to get some parties during the transition months. So let me show you what I put in my little employee. Hopefully you guys are good Scentsy consultants and you already have these. You already have your new testers and your new catalogs because we sell out of them tomorrow. So I'm going to show you what's in mine. On one side, um, it has all the testers. Now, these are just the new transition testers. So every transition, I typically order, I usually end up having like 2 or 3 full sets and then 2 or 3 just transition sets. Okay. And that's just how I've always done it. So I have at max around 5 or 6 employees that I can send out at one time. So in here, it's just the transition set that I got in the mail. So it's just spring, summer, new ones, that kind of thing. So since it's just this transition, I haven't separated them. When I do a full basket party, I separate all the scents with each category and I label the outside. You can do Ziploc bags. You can do those little mesh baggies that you get that people put jewelry in at Hobby Lobby. I think it's a lot easier if there's 80 scents in here to separate it per category, because someone like Shonda, she may be like, I don't want no winter smell. So I want to smell citrus, give me the fruity ones. So then you can give her the fruity bags, right? But when I just do the transition basket parties, I just throw them all in there. And honestly, the next probably 6 basket parties I do, it'll just have the new scents. So if you can't afford a full set, or maybe you only have one full set, buy 2 or 3 of the transition sets, and you can do really well with that. You don't need every scent to have a good basket party. Okay, so then I typically put 4 or 5 catalogs. I don't put 7, 8, 9 because y'all people that jack them or don't order. Typically, I put 4 or 5. Some people may be different. That's just what I do. I also have an order form. I always fill out a sample order form and look at the top. I highlight everything that I want. So tomorrow when I go meet with these 3 people, I will tell them, hey, I put a sample order form and I highlighted all the information at the top. If people order, I need all their information for warranty purposes. I just say that. But honestly though, if they were to go and they need a warmer that's broken, or quit, like isn't working anymore, if I did enter all their information in, at least it'll be easy for Scentsy to find them. But I just tell them I need all their information. I also do a little thing at the bottom where I put like a tax example, like $80 times 0.0985 is your tax. So that kind of thing. So I always put a sample order form in each packet. I put samples. So I usually put laundry type samples in mine. I always tell the host, hey, hand these samples out. Try to do it on the first day that you get your party, and tell them that they can only have a sample if they will use it the next day or 2. And then that way they can use it and rave about it. And then in a couple days order. I told you I have these in there, a scent circle and a scent pack. And then, so this is the good stuff I just changed. I put about probably 7, 8 order forms. I put a scent of the month bar. I need to lower this so you can see it. I put a scent of the month bar. I put a scent of the month flyer. I put a join brochure, and I always put a laundry and a clean brochure as well. So then this is what I've changed. So I have these little folders that I got from Scentsy, and I'm not for sure. I ordered these a couple months ago. I'm assuming they're still up to order, but if not, you don't need one of these. You could find a little folder if you wanted to on Amazon, I'm sure. But this is just what I've done. I put my business card. I put my story postcard, my join postcard. It has reasons they should join, that kind of thing on it. And then these are the 2 new things that I'm doing this go around. Let me share with you this. So I'm doing a basket party hostess scavenger hunt, and I will make sure that you get these posted on your team pages. So this is super fun. I think Chloe Cox posted this, and it says, want an extra special gift from me? All you have to do is complete 10 out of these 20 challenges to win. Place a check marks beside each task that you do. So some of these are post the online link to your party on Facebook, and or email text 10 people. Have someone order the amazing Scentsy counter cleaner. I added that one because I think it's amazing. Get someone to order a perfect Scentsy combine and save. Get 10 people to place an order either online or from the order forms. Get one of your friends to book a party with me. Someone orders 3 room sprays. Have one person order the laundry care. There's just a bunch of stuff on here. You reach $400 in orders. You get a neighbor to order. Just different ideas for the host. Like host coaching, different things. So I will post these as well. I'll give them to Kelsey and Shonda. I'll post on my team page. That way you guys have it. But it's just kind of a fun little thing. And so every host that I'm going to meet with tomorrow, I'm going to say, hey, when you take this to work, see if you can get 10 of these done. Checklist. I'll have a special gift for you. Depending on how many they do and how effective they are, I'll give anything from, I've got like 3 or 4 plugins that I got half price, so $10. In my office, I might give them a free plugin in a bar, and to me, that's, $16. But if they're doing 10 of these, I guarantee you they're having a bomb basket party. They're doing a lot of really good host coaching. So this is just another way to look at, if you've heard of host bingo. But there's just some really, really, really good ideas. And I thought this was awesome and easy. Have a family member place an order, someone that places an order of 50 or more, someone that places an order for 75 or more. So it's just a really, really, really good sheet. All right. So the other thing that I'm doing now, is a sheet, is which I already had something like this in my basket parties. But let me share with you a little bit that's on here. So this has all my information at the top, and it says goals. I'll let you can read it. It says goals right there for hosting, because if they don't have a goal for what you want them to sell, they may sell 120, or 175. So I put get at least 500 in orders before tax. This gets you the maximum amount of host rewards. To get off to a good start, text 10 people saying you are hosting a basket party and ask if they want to smell the new spring summer scents. Share your personal shopping link with each of them. So I put a little line on here where I can write in their own little personal shopping link. And then it says like frequently asked questions. So this is more just a give to your host with your link for their party. And then it has questions like, what types of payment do you take? I put on here credit cards, cash, check, Venmo, and I put my Venmo on there. What's your tax rate? Or what is the tax rate? So I put the tax rate. Do my guests have to pay for shipping? And I put if the party reaches 500 or more, then no. If the customer wants to order the order shipped direct to them, there is a shipping charge. Message me for more information. And then it says, how do I calculate host rewards? So I put the host rewards right here. I put a little picture of it, which I know it's in the catalog, but like I said, this is just a sheet that has everything on it. And then can my guest order online? Absolutely. You have your own personal shopping link. When can I expect the party order? When can I expect the party order items to be delivered? This says that they'll get that things can take up to 10 business days. I also put on there though, most orders come within a week. And you can obviously change that to whatever you want. If you use FedEx, you may have to put 4 weeks. I'm just kidding. So that's my little host sheet. That just has kind of in general information, frequently asked questions. Between that and the hosted scavenger hunt, I think that you're going to have a really, really, really good party. So whenever you meet with the person hosting, give this directly to them. I just put it in the basket party as a reminder, right? But I'm not going to leave it in there. I'm going to give this to my host and say, Kelsey, I brought some stuff just for you. Here's a sheet in here. I'm going to tell her about it. And depending on what you have, I don't know what kind of things that you guys have, but if you have a lot of warmers, if you have, maybe you have a couple of the warmer of the month that you're like, man, I got that for $20 and I just don't know if I'll use it or sell it. Use that as an incentive. Tell them, say, hey, I've got a beautiful warmer. If you complete at least 10 of the 20 checklist, make sure you keep a receipt and write it off for your taxes, because that's considered marketing. I know tax season's coming up. But make sure when you get this envelope, you hand this directly to the host. Say, this is your packet. It has your hostess checklist, right? So I don't know if I necessarily leave that in here. I would give that to the person direct. What else? Oh, hand sanitizer. So I put a hand sanitizer in each of my baskets. I saw someone post that they put a sticker around theirs that said sanitize before smelling, and they put it around their sanitizer bottle. Feel free to do that. I just think it's, with everything going on, I feel like if everyone sanitizes, makes everyone feel better. So you could put a hand sanitizer in your basket parties if you want. You don't have to. I saw someone that put Lysol wipes, and to me that's going a little overboard. If they can smell, if they're healthy, I guess I'm really not that worried. But it's something to think about. You can always Lysol everything down whenever you get it back or whatnot. But a couple things when you're having a successful basket party: always set an end date. Don't just say, Kelsey, take this basket party, see if anyone orders. The reason why is I've done that, and they have my basket party for 4 weeks and it's not cool and no one orders. So I feel like what I always do is, so Janice, who I'm meeting with first, she's the first one I'm meeting with tomorrow. I'm going to ask her when is payday for everyone? Do y'all get paid the first and the 15th? Is it every Friday, every other? If so, let's close it after your payday. So that's just something that I typically do if they're going to get a lot of work orders. And so say her payday is this coming Friday. So I'll say, awesome. Okay, I'm going to come up there Monday and I'm going to collect this. So make sure you tell everyone they have until Monday to place their order. And I feel like that just gives people a concrete date to actually order. Because if they just think you're going to have it forever, they may not give you an order. But if they know there's a deadline, then they're going to order. So for instance, like Jackson and Lincoln are both on a baseball team. And of course, I got made treasurer for Jackson's team. And then for Lincoln's team, I do a lot. But we have stuff due Wednesday. I've let them know for 3 weeks that, hey, there's dues, they're due for the facility. It's due, by Tuesday. Guess how many Venmos I've gotten today? All of them. No one paid until today because people are last minute, but they know they have until tomorrow. Even though I've let them know for 3 weeks. And it's kind of the same for a basket party. If they know that you're getting this basket party back on Monday and they know they have until Friday really to order, you're going to get a bunch of orders on Friday, right? People don't typically give all their orders really, really early. So always, always set an end date with your host and try to move it to where it's around payday. Let me think what else. A couple things. I always, and this is something that I do, you don't have to do. I've just gotten a bad habit of it and I actually enjoy it. But every time that I have a basket party host, I will tell them, hey, if I get any orders in the next week before we close, I will add them to your party. And I do. So, I mean, I've been in Scentsy long enough that I get people that text me or call me and say they need this or that. And I'll say, okay, let me see. I've got a couple parties closing. I'll add it to this one. And so I'll kind of share the love a little bit. So if you see, Beth does that too. I'm so proud of you, Beth. That's awesome. I had one host probably 30 months ago that she collected 300 and then I collected 200. And I didn't tell her though. I just said, if I got any orders, I would let you know. And I didn't tell her how much I had gotten because I really wanted her to push. And then the last day I said, here's the deal. You're so close to 500. I've collected X amount. If you can just push for 75 more, you're going to get the next host perks. And she was like, oh my gosh, this is awesome. So if you only have like 1 or 2 basket parties going, I just think it's kind of cool to tell the host, hey, any orders that I get from now until we closures, I'm going to try to hold and add them to your party. And I mean, obviously don't hold an order for 6 days, but if you get orders right before you're closing, help your host out. A $50 order to you is all right, but to your host, you're just spoiling them. And I will tell you, a lot of people that host parties for me, basket or online, come back to me because they know I will help them any way I can. So since I have 3, I'm going to have to kind of pick and choose. And I will be honest with them. I'll say I have a few parties going on right now, but I'm going to try to share the love and give each of you some orders. So that's just kind of what I do. Hopefully that works for you. Nice. We're shouting out team members. I'm so glad you guys joined us. Hey, if you were on our Zoom 2 weeks ago, repeat customers, I give them bulbs when they need it. Oops, fat fingers. If you were on our Zoom 2 weeks ago, what did we tell you to put in the chat? Do you guys remember? We will reward. Do it.
Vision boards. Was that 2 weeks ago?
Nope. One after that. Shonda, did you do that one, or Kelsey, did you do that one?
Invite 3 of your teamies.
Yes, girl. And I see you shout them out too. And then what do we tell you? Comment in the comment section.
Mm-hmm.
You are bringing at least 1 team member. I'm guessing you did that. Nice. I'm so proud of you. All right. So comment, anyone, Ryan, whoever, if you were on that one. It wasn't vision boards though, was it? Was it vision boards? Might have been. Oh, yeah,
No, I
Ryan?
think it was me.
Or was it you? Oh, you're
I
talking about back to the
think.
basics.
No, I was talking about catalog PRV.
Oh, yeah, that too.
Like, yeah.
Yeah. So if you were on that one, comment in the thing below, and we're gonna keep track. Because we're gonna do a little special for all those people that brought people on. All right, Kelsey, can you write names down? They're going really fast. I know Roseanne. Is it okay? I know I probably butchered it last time too. Maricella?
It's Maricela.
Maricela. Oh, I was kind of close, but not really.
It's okay. It
Maricela.
happens all the time.
I'll think of like cell phone. Maricela. There you go.
Yeah, there you
I
go.
love it. You have a very pretty name.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Roseanne, Amy. So Lori Lynn, Rita. Awesome. I love it. Okay. So what questions do you guys have about this? I want you to know too, if money's an issue and you only have one set, that's fine. Split them up into 2 basket parties, split them up into 3. Oh, I didn't show you one thing that I put in mine. So I'm sure you guys have seen the Like It, Love It sheets. If you have not, I use these for my parties. So there's every scent on there. And it has them all by category. So new releases, fruity, fresh, floral, spice, woods, etc. So these sheets, I usually put like 5 or 6 in each basket party. And I'll tell the host, hey, I put these sheets in there. If you have people that are wanting to smell everything, in here, you'll only find the new releases. And then some of the ones that we had last spring and summer. So you're not going to have the full sheet. But if they really like a scent or they don't like it, have them mark it on here, yay, okay, or nay. And then have them take a picture, save it in their phone. And then when they want to order again, they'll already know what scents that they love. So I put that in there. I have some hostesses that use it, some that don't. At parties, at every home party I do, we use these and they're phenomenal. And it's funny because they'll bring up their little sheets to me and they're like, oh, I just love so many of them. And the more they have marked, I'm like, girl, you need to host, because if not, you're gonna be spending like $200, which I'll take, but you probably need to host because you love a lot of the scents. So it's kind of fun to see what everyone marks or whatnot on their pages. So that's what I put my basket parties. Kelsey or Shauna, do you guys have anything to add to that?
No, I have nothing to add, but I'm going to need all this stuff because I think that I've gotten comfortable over the years and my basket parties are a little bit lame. So I need all this fun stuff.
Yeah, I think it'll make it really cool. I'm excited. I've never done a host scavenger hunt before. I've done like host bingo, but I've never done that. So I'll let you guys know of the 3 I'm delivering tomorrow, who all does it. And I need to decide. I just want to know what's enticing to them. So I'll probably, when I talk to them, ask them if they'll do it, you know. And I probably have more warmers than anything right now in stock, and I'll just write them off. But I'll probably maybe even do like the wall fan diffusers, just because I think that's an incredible product that really makes people addicted to Scentsy, and just something different that I don't think any of these 3 I'm delivering to tomorrow have that. So I'll probably end up doing wall diffusers if they do 10. And like I said, if they complete 10 of the 20 scavenger hunt for the basket party hostesses, their basket party is going to be bomb. I mean, because all of them are pretty much money related.
Okay, I have a question about that.
Yes.
Is that scavenger hunt how they have to like check things off?
Mhm.
Is it all things that you're able to see that they actually did it?
Most of them are.
Because I mean, you
So someone orders 3 room sprays. Have one
person who
person
can just go
order.
down and check the list.
Yeah, I would say probably 90% are like,
Okay.
someone orders 3 room sprays, have your friends book a party, have one person order the laundry care, have a family member place an order, someone that places a $50 order, someone that places a 75, get 10 or more orders, join my team. And you can change this.
Okay.
So I'll send this to you guys and you can change it. Like you reach $400 in orders. Your neighbor orders, someone orders a 6-pack of bars, a teacher orders, someone who has never used, which I guess on something like that, they could just say they're a teacher, but it's an order, right? So it's money and it's hopefully new people. So I would say all, but probably 4 or 5 you could actually check. But on this, post the online link to your party on Facebook. You could put tag me. I probably should add that and tag me.
Yeah.
You know, have someone order a perfect Scentsy. So yeah, most of these you can totally double check and make sure that they're doing it. And I mean, I think it'd be really hard to fudge. I mean, show all your guests the monthly special and tell them it's 10% off only this month. They could probably fudge that. There's probably only a couple that they really could lie about, but there's so many that they can't because you had proof in orders that it wouldn't matter, you know, like it wouldn't make too much difference. Are you going to post these sheets?
Yeah.
You have me excited. Yes, Beth, I will post, definitely. I'm going to give to Shonda, Kelsey, Karma. I'm going to post on my Team Waxy Divas page. If one of you guys are not on any of those, Facebook message me too, but I think everyone that's on this should be on one of our groups, and I'll get this. And like I said, this is your sheet. You can change it to whatever you want. You can, if you don't like some of them, you can change it. But it's just, I think it's just a fun twist. To
Hey,
maybe get
Jackie?
them. Yeah.
So for someone, most of my customers aren't local.
Yeah.
They're like far.
Yeah.
What would you recommend for that?
So I'm a huge believer in if they smell, it sells. If it was someone that I completely trusted, I would ask if I could ship them the new testers if they knew they could get enough for at least a party. I've shipped to people before I didn't know, and I've not gotten them back. One of them is in Colorado somewhere. I'm not bitter, but my basket testers are in Colorado somewhere with a chick I don't know that well. So I would say if you, and if you have a little community of people that you know, maybe you move from home and you have 3 people in the same town that would probably host, get it set up ahead of time and say, hey, I'm thinking about shipping Tammy a basket party. If I let her use it first, could you also do a basket party? If you have a qualifying party, then I will, you'll get all the host perks and rewards, and you would be helping me out. And I would actually ship you all the scents you could smell. And like I said, if they smell it, it sells. I think it does a little bit better. If you don't know them that well or you don't trust them, I would just go with the shopping link type thing. And maybe get some scratch and sniff stickers and do a postcard and like 5 or 6 of the new scents that they can scratch and smell. But I had one new consultant this last year, and she has all her family in California. And so she was like, I think everyone would host, but they're going to want to smell it. And I said, okay, well, why don't you line it up and say, hey, Tammy, I'm going to ship some testers to you because I think that you want to host for me and help me out. But if I give it to you and stock it up really, really well, can you let me know after a week when we're ready to close? And then I'm going to have someone come pick it up from you and then use it. So just take really good care of it, that kind of thing. So she ended up using it for, I want to say 2 different people, and collected like $1,200 in orders.
Okay.
So if you do it right, if you trust them, if you know them, I would ship. If you don't, definitely don't. It's not worth the risk.
'Cause I've been doing party packs,
Yeah. Yes.
but it's expensive after a while. It gets a little pricey. But I like that idea, the scented stickers, or like just maybe making my own little samples from the Dollar Tree, the little packs, maybe.
You know what? And that's a brilliant idea. You can make samples of, you could actually literally get a set of transition testers. And I don't know how legal this is, but melt the wax down a little bit. You can pop these out, right? You can cut them with a butter knife. So you can cut 1 tester into 3 chunks, put it in a Ziploc, label it. And for a lot cheaper, you could send a transition set somewhere. You'd have 3 transition sets. You can't break down Scentsy and sell it. So obviously you can't melt down a Scentsy bar in half and sell it. Like, it has to stay packaged to sell. But something like the testers, you probably could do 1 transition set and make it into a few and ship it for cheaper. Or you could get those little felt samples and get these, pop it out in something, heat it up a little bit, dip the felt, put it in something. Those are flat, easy to ship. You could probably ship quite a bit in a little, vanilla envelope with little felt samples and Ziploc bags for people with, 15, 20 cents. I just feel like if they smell it, it sells. It's really hard to get people hooked if they don't have some type of like emotional connection to a scent. And that's one of the most fun things about Scentsy that's different from other companies is scents are emotional. They bring back, I mean, they bring up memories. They remind you of people. And so I think that's why it's not just one sensory that it hits multiple. And one of my favorite things is to watching people smell it and they're like, oh my gosh, this reminds me of when I had my baby and there's a scent in the hospital or whatever. And so it's really cool to see people smell and connect. And that's when I feel like orders just soar. And now with us being such an online business, you're going to find people that will order no matter what and take their chances. But I feel like you're going to get a lot more orders if they have something to sniff. Kelsey or Shonda, do you guys have anything different you do?
I just wanted to add in, talking about how when people smell a scent, it does something to them, reminds them of things. I had a customer come in, she had been buying from me for years, and she came in, and it was a couple catalogs ago when Christmas cactus came out. And she was in here and she was just sniffing through everything. And she opened a bar of Christmas cactus up, y'all. And she took a big whiff of it and tears just started rolling down her face, y'all. I mean, it was like, oh my God, what just happened here, And her mother had just passed away a couple months before that. And she said, this scent is exactly like my mother. She said, it just makes me think of her. And ever since then, she's wanted that scent. And she even came in the other day and I happened to have a bar of it stuck back somewhere and she found it and she was like, oh, I'm so happy to see this. If it ever comes back, I want to put it in my Scentsy club, So, I mean, Jacquelyn's right. It really does. It creates a memory and it's just something about that scent. When they can smell it, they're going to connect with it and they're going to want it. I built my business basically on nothing but basket parties. I've probably had maybe 6 or 7 home shows the 11 years I've been doing this. And I'll tell y'all right now, most of you know, especially ones on my team, I struggle with Facebook parties and things like that because I believe wholeheartedly in they need to experience those scents. So to me, basket parties is like the way to go. I love them. I think they are the best way in the world, but it's different for everybody. And some of you may be social media gurus and you just rock that Facebook party and things. So it's whatever works for you. This is just another idea of a way that you can work your business that maybe you haven't tried yet.
Yeah.
Well, I wanted that.
Do you have anything extra that you put in yours or anything you say, or do you keep them about a week or?
I let them keep them between 7 to 10 days. And I try to follow the little hostess program as if they're having a home party. And I'll check in on them every few days. So, how you going? How's it going? Are you getting some orders? When are you going back to church? Are you going to be able to take them with you? Has everybody been at work this week? Is everybody getting paid on Friday? I try to find out when their paydays are. That's important because a lot of people are not going to spend extra money on things like that unless it's a payday. So we try to set their party where it closes on a payday.
Yep. Very smart. I'm glad to see you here, Bridget. Hey, Rita. Perfect. Okay. Kelsey was messaging. So Kelsey, do you have anything else that you want to add on top of Shonda's that you do with your basket parties? I know you said you're going to maybe revamp.
Yeah, I need to revamp. My basket parties, that's like all I do anymore because I don't even know what a home party is anymore. I never do a full set of testers. Mine are always a transition set. I do 5 catalogs. They get 10 order forms. I like your letter that you have with like all the frequently asked questions because I always handwrite that in a card. And I'm thinking that the letter that I can print and just streamline the process is going to be so much better. And oh my gosh, I put pink rhubarb sugar. This is totally off topic, but pink rhubarb sugar in my office. And it's like got me all congested and like sneezing. I don't know what the deal is. I love it, but I'm like, what is going on? My nose is just like, but anyway, my parties are real simple but I think they need some fun stuff like this in them. So
yeah,
yes,
and,
I'm excited for the things that you have.
If you have someone that's really smart technology wise, which hit me up if you are, it took me an hour to set up a team Venmo from one of my sons today. That's how non-techno savvy I am. But the host sheet that has like the frequently asked questions, That would be a fun sheet for someone to shrink and laminate, like that's this size to put in a basket party with everything on it. So things like that, keep in mind too. I guess the only thing about that though, I like to put their shopping link somewhere. So I guess it's on their scavenger hunt list though. So I guess they don't necessarily need it on the scavenger hunt and that, but if it was laminate, well, I don't know. But things like that, I've seen people laminate and put it in their basket party. I just feel like their own little host folder is kind of cute. And you could even add, a little scent circle and say, thank you for hosting. Here's your host folder. Look over that. There's a scent circle in there for you as a gift. Has my story, has reasons why you should join. Let me show you the scavenger hunt. And if you know this person's like competitive and you know that they're a hustler, you can say it's very prestigious to finish the scavenger hunt. The most I ever had was one person get 11 of them. If you can get more, you go girl, or whatever. But that's all host coaching, right? If you have expectations and you let them know of your expectations, it's going to be a great basket party. If you just say, and this could be you, I'm not meaning that this is bad, but you could just say, okay, here's your basket party. Try to collect as many orders as you can. I put a sample for, how to collect orders. Just text me if you have questions. That's all fine and dandy, but give me a goal, right? So my goal is always 500 PRV. And I let them know that, hey, our goal is 500. And a lot of people say, I just don't know if I know that many people. And I'm like, oh, honey, the average order is like $40 to $50. So you don't need to know 20 people, right? Just hit up friends and family and I'll help you get any orders this week too. I'll help give you orders that I collect this week too. And we're going to get you there. So just make sure you have a goal. You have an end date. You're very clear with your hostess. Yeah. Anyone else? Oh, do you see my little QR code? I put QR codes on my business cards this year. So it'll take them directly to my website.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, and my new join brochures that should be coming any day. I wish they would have come before tonight. Have the QR code that goes right to the join portion of my website. And I did them on Vistaprint. Yes, Vistaprint has a whole section where you can add in any QR codes. So that's really great if you use that avenue to order. Any other questions? So we had, Kelsey, who all did we have that you wrote down so 2 weeks ago we did a little thing and everyone that was on, who'd you have written down?
I wrote down Maricela, Roseanne, Lori, and Rita, just from the comments I read. I'm trying to scroll back to them.
So if you were on 2 weeks ago, Kelsey was our main speaker and we're trying to amp up our participants. So we told them if they each brought at least one teammate to comment in the chat that you brought a teammate, one to congratulate you for being on every Monday, but also, thank you for getting, we feel like hopefully these bring value to you, each week. And we would love, like Ryan, you're going to be one of our speakers coming up talking about pushing for goals. Ryan's like, what? But yeah, we heard you.
Maricela is going to be one of our speakers coming up soon too, talking about Linktree. She doesn't know. I just told her.
That's awesome. And if anyone else, like if you have, she was like, oh shoot. Hey, you're rocking it lately. I've heard your name a lot. We talk about you guys.
Yeah, okay. I have a slow computer, so but yeah, sure, why not?
Lori says, yeah, she's awesome.
We can hear you just fine.
We did link and then we were gonna talk about what were we gonna talk about, Roseanne, next meeting? I think we were gonna do systems. That's what I'm looking into right now, trying to do systems. World Tour kind of got me thinking about all that, how to stay organized so that we can do more in less time.
I love it.
But yeah, let me know when.
All right. So Ryan and Mara, I'm going to say it a couple times. Maricela.
Yeah.
We will reach out to you and get you guys, if you can, maybe for this month, a Monday that works. So Ryan, reach out to Shonda, Maricela, reach out to Kelsey, and then we'll make sure you guys get a week that you want. And yeah, I'm excited.
Okay. So a couple people asked what's a link tree. So link tree is a quick way. It's a link that holds a bunch of links that you can direct people to hit certain subjects that you want to highlight. So like join Scentsy Club, your monthly party. It's a pretty cool link, especially for Instagram where you can only hold one link. So it's real quick to teach. It's easy to do and it's free.
Nice. I love it. I'm excited. So the 4 people, if we're missing someone, let us know. The 4 people that were on 2 weeks ago, if you were on tonight and brought someone, we have your name down and you will be getting a surprise gift from Kelsey, Shonda, and I. So be on.
So real quick, Delia actually brought her Tammy, which is Deborah,
Okay.
and Delia is under me.
Okay. So Delia brought someone as well.
Yes.
You got that name down?
Got it.
Got it. If we missed anyone else, comment. We will do random giveaways too. So try to get on every Monday if you want, and we could just draw a name randomly and give them a prize. So maybe once we get all the new stuff in next month, we'll draw a couple winners for the next Monday Mindsets when Maricela, see if I say it over and over, I'll Maricela and Ryan chat and talk. So make sure you're on every Monday that you can be, and invite your people. I know we try to keep it to 30 minutes. I've gone 44 minutes at this point. Actually, I started late. I'm going to say I went 40. My husband's always joking, like, you can't go 30 minutes. And I'm like, yes, I can only talk for 30 minutes. But usually it's over. So, but we're excited. We're glad that you guys got on tonight. We hope that you watch Scentsy End of the Month if you haven't, with Dan. And I'm going to get off here. You guys go either put in orders or end your month awesome. And next month is going to be pretty exciting with all the stuff that Ryan mentioned earlier. Harry Potter. Ryan, what else did you say?
So Baymax from
Yeah.
Big Hero 6, all the Harry Potter stuff. And God, I did say it a while ago, and I
Dumbo.
forgot. I'm that old already.
Dumbo. Yeah.
Dumbo, yeah. So I'm back. And the buddy clip, and Timothy as a buddy clip. Oh, y'all. And if you didn't see it, I'll send you some pictures. No, just go watch it. But the Dumbo is coming in a warmer. It's like a circus tent with Dumbo on the front.
What?
Done. Yeah.
What?
So excited.
That's awesome. I love it. Love it. Love it. All right. Well, thank you, Ryan. We are so excited you joined us, and we will see you. Oh, Kelsey's showing us something. Ah, there it is. Hey, get it a little, can you get a little closer?
See, that's
Oh my,
Shonda.
Shonda. That is so stinking cute. Oh my gosh. Okay. On that note, this is going to be recorded. I'll post the link. I'm going to post all these documents right now. I'm going to send them to our people so they can put them on pages and you guys can redo your basket parties. And I hope you guys have a great night. Thanks for joining us.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.